This teacher and TikTok star danced her way into getting millions of views on social media.
Far as this teaching go, I am unreachable. I'm #1 in your top 10.
Go. Audrianna Williams and her cheer team became an overnight hit.
You in my business? Don't do that.
But her alleged business is out there now after Williams was accused of having multiple sexual encounters with a student. The Shade Room has the warrant, and we're learning more about the student involved, where these alleged sex crimes took place, and what you can do to protect your kids from possible abuse.
It is our job to keep them safe.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Audrianna Williams calls herself a teacher influencer, and her videos do pretty well, especially on TikTok. It was this video that first took off. Over 2.3 million people watching her music video welcoming students back to school after COVID-19 here at Monroe Comprehensive High School in Albany, Georgia. But now she no longer works there. In this criminal warrant, it accuses her of engaging in sexual explicit conduct with another student. It goes on to name that student and says that these alleged sex crimes happened at a gas station and a bowling alley. This is the last video Audrianna Williams posted on TikTok, Christmas Day, cooking breakfast surrounded by her family. The next day, she was arrested on 2 counts of sexual assault by a teacher. In this affidavit, investigators with the Dougherty County Sheriff's Office said, quote, between November 1st through November 30th, 2023, Williams engaged in sexually explicit conduct with another person who she knows is a student enrolled at the school of which she is an employee. The Shade Room is not naming the student involved, but it says that he's in 12th grade and the incident occurred here at the Albany Strikers bowling alley. Then, on December 2nd, 2023, Williams allegedly engaged with the student again, here at Junebug's Grocery, a gas station and convenience store.
I know that we will continue to be teachers and still making our raps to boost morale of our school.
That's what she told the NBC News affiliate WCNC in Charlotte when she went viral back in 2021, but that's not the case. December 15, 2023, Williams abruptly submitted a letter of resignation to the Dougherty County School Board. It came days after the district confirmed that they were investigating the allegations. In a public statement, a district spokesperson said, quote, that the Dougherty County School Board of Education voted unanimously to accept the resignation of Audrianna Williams in lieu of termination, with the understanding that the district will submit the appropriate reports to the Georgia Professional Standards Commission, end quote. That commission is the governing body that sets and enforces guidelines for teachers' licenses in Georgia. Williams is now under review.
When you feel something that does not feel right, tell your parent. It is our job as parents to protect our children. It is not our children's job to protect us.
Dr. Rosalind Pitts-Clark is a licensed clinical psychologist and works with children.
And as our children get older, particularly in the high school area where the lines start to blur, we have to start talking about power differentials. It is never appropriate to have a relationship with a teacher or a custodian or a security officer, because once that person is a few years older than you and has power over you, that relationship becomes inappropriate as a child.
Dr. Pitts-Clark says it's also important to make sure that children feel safe when reporting alleged incidents of sexual assault. And many kids have been speaking up. In Louisiana, this 32-year-old high school teacher, Tatum Hatch, was arrested January 3rd, 2024, accused of sexually abusing a 15-year-old student and inappropriately touching him in her car with her baby in the back seat. She allegedly told the boy that she wanted to be the first person to have sex with him. And then on January 5th, 2024, in Lakeland, Florida, 33-year-old Brandon Adams was charged after a former student told police that she moved in with him back in 2021 while she was an 18-year-old student at Kathleen High School. She went on to say that they had a consensual sexual relationship.
Their lines get blurred, and that's when we have to have some real clear conversations about people who are working with our children, as well as the children themselves.
Now, in the case involving Audrianna Williams, I did reach out to her attorney for a comment, and they sent back a written statement that says in part, quote, that while we agree with you that Mrs. Williams is a beloved teacher and coach in the Albany-Doherty County area, at no point until this matter is resolved will Mrs. Williams be making a public statement. Any statement made by Mrs. Williams, whether in private or on a public platform, and whether good or bad, can be used against her in any legal proceedings that may arise from these allegations. Mrs. Williams maintains her innocence and is eager to have this matter resolved. We appreciate the interest in this matter, but we will tell Mrs. Williams' side of the story in a court of law. Now, Williams was released on bond, a $2,000 bond, the same day that she was arrested. She will appear in court at a later date. But if you or anybody you know is a victim of sexual assault, there are a number of ways to get help. You can text the word strength to the crisis hotline at 741-741, or you can call the National Sexual Assault Hotline. That number is 1-800-656-4673. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.